Hello from bright and sunny Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada. We are in the port of Halifax, coming off of a Carnival cruise.
Yes, this is Carnival's Sunshine Cruise. It departed from New York, and the first stop was St. John, and this is the second stop in Halifax.
While researching Halifax prior to the cruise, we didn't really find a lot of videos on YouTube
Hmm.
about Halifax or where to go, what to do if you're on a cruise. So we decided to put this video together, and hopefully it will help some of you out there while you plan your stop over in Halifax.
It's a typical kind of like port city, and we kind of just wanted to give you guys a taste of it. So the first stop is this large market area. They sold a whole bunch of different souvenirs, and they even sold real snow.
So one tidbit, there are a lot of different vendors that set up shop in this market. So if you're looking for souvenirs, check out each vendor because you might find what you're looking for cheaper at a different stall in the complex.
One thing we learned was that the founder of Cunard, Samuel Cunard, right there, was born in Halifax. The Cunard Company, you may know as the owners of, right behind there is the Queen Mary, the Queen Elizabeth, and the Carnival Cruise Line.
Yep, so you can see that they erected a statue of Samuel Cunard right here in the port of Halifax, I guess where he gets a chance to look over all the ships that visit the wonderful city of Halifax.
The Port of Halifax leads into the Halifax Waterfront boardwalk. It's about 3 kilometers or 1.8 miles.
Yeah, and that's 1.8 miles full of bars, restaurants, local artists, and amazing views of the islands just off the coast of Halifax. On a nice sunny day like the day we had in Halifax, it's the perfect thing to do. Just take a stroll down the boardwalk and take in the sights of Halifax.
We came across this selfie station by artist Maud Lewis, and of course, I had to take a selfie there.
So now we're in the section of the boardwalk where you find a lot of the bars and restaurants and I guess fast food stalls.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different foods with different variety of food.
Yeah, there's a lot of different things. Now, we're from New York. Um, you don't really get poutine in New York. In fact, some of the people that traveled with us never had poutine, didn't even know what poutine was. So we were pretty excited to introduce poutine to them.
So excited. Ended up being really good. We had the original, and it had the typical French fries and gravy with a base of chicken and the cheese curds. Just very good.
Yeah, base of chicken is important because typically in Canada, or I guess when you get poutine, it's got a base of the gravy is a base of beef. But in this particular case, I guess they've had so many people who don't eat beef that they switched over to chicken. And I can tell you, you really didn't notice a difference. It was still really, really good. I mean, I had mine with about a pound of bacon on top of those fries and cheese curds, but it was still really, really good. But if you're not looking for poutine, there were a lot of other options. I mean, you could just see there was lobster rolls. There's the cake lady. There was some Mediterranean. There was some fish and chips. There was a wide variety, and we're just talking about right now the places that sell these fast food shacks. You still have the restaurants. There's pizza, but we were actually looking for a place called the Drunken Goat.
Actually, it's the Stubborn Goat.
Stubborn Goat, that's right. Yeah, when we were in St. John the day before, we went to a bar, and by the way, there's another video documenting a trip to St. John, which you should take a look at. But while we were at that bar, the bartender was telling us that she's from Halifax originally, and one of her favorite places was the Stubborn Goat, which actually turned out to be a beer garden. So we went there, we had some beer, but that poutine place was calling, so we didn't actually get to eat at that restaurant or that beer garden. We just ended up going to the poutine place.
Yeah, I think it was a good decision.
Also, I mean, there's ice cream, beaver tails, as you can see up on screen. You had a beaver tail, right?
Yes, I did. I had the one with the Nutella, and it was so delicious.
That was your first time having a beaver tail.
It was my first time, yes.
True Canadian experience.
In every sense.
Yep.
So the last thing we learned about Halifax is that they hold Boston close to their hearts because I think sometime in the 1700s or 1800s there was a fire there, and they got a lot of help from Boston. So there's a lot of history there.
Yeah, so there's a bit of history for you. Can't say you don't learn anything from these videos. But anyway, that's the boardwalk in Halifax. So if you're on a cruise and you're looking for something to do, you have no idea what Halifax has to offer, there's the boardwalk. There's food, there's beer, there's sights, there's sounds to experience. And I hope that you guys found this video somewhat useful. But that's it for now, so we're out.
Thanks for watching.